This is the fourth and final round of a progressive sealed event that we had at the Lucky Labs Brewery in Portland, Oregon in January 2026. This was a charity event. And I just want, before we get started on this round, I just wanted to say thank you to the Beasts of the Bay and our friends in the Seattle area for helping us kind of organize and run this event, work through the logistics of putting it together. And then kind of pulling it off. We had so much fun playing, and everybody that I talked to that was able to make it to this event, they had so much fun. And it's really great just to be able to get like our local community, our regional community together, and kind of just enjoy the game together at this level. At the top of the screen is a player named Brenton. He's been, I think, in a couple of videos on the channel before, and he typically plays a little bit south down at McMinnville. He's playing just a standard spell slinger for his deck. It must not have been able to pull an avatar from his sealed pool. It happens, even with like 6 plus 9 packs. You could still not see one in the exceptional slot or worth playing. And then I'm at the bottom of the screen playing Savior. Looks like he's thinking through his turn 2 here. Trying to play a Martyrs tomorrow, and then realizing that he doesn't have the mana for it because it costs 3 mana. Instead, he's going to play an Ignited and attack in to get 3 points of damage in early here. Passing turn. Looks like turn 1 for me. I had that Mausoleum, so I have a skeleton that I played, and then I make a really stupid move here. I play a Gravedigger. Gravedigger for 2, 1 to ward it with the Savior ability, and then I forget that the Gravedigger ability is not a may use. It is have to do. So just a target adjacent. An adjacent undead is buried, and since the only undead that is adjacent to it is my own skeleton, it gets buried. So that was just I think at the time before it hit the board, I thought I was being really clever and efficient with my mana, and it turns out I just I just unintentionally buried my own skeleton. That's fine. Turn 3 for Brenton. He's got Order of the Sacred Oak. Always a decent drop there, like a 3-drop. 3-drop, 3 power, has a ward on it. It's good. Tapping for a 4th site here, Chapel. 3 for a Penitent Knight. I'm opting not to take to use the ability from the Chapel. Instead, just warding the Penitent Knight, and then moving the Gravedigger sideways. I think in retrospect, I probably would have just attacked in with the Penitent Knight, or not the Penitent Knight, the Gravedigger to the Sacred Order, and swapped wards at that point. Brenton instead is going to play the Hellhounds, and then he's going to attack in with his Sacred, with his Order, and trade wards there. But I think it would have been better for me if I had just like popped his ward early, and then forced them into having unfavorable trades on the board. Is it turn 5? Yeah, I'm just attacking in, and he's going to choose to trade the Hellhounds for the Penitent Knight, and then I'm just attacking in with the Gravedigger for 2 points of damage, which again, like it would have been a stronger play, like I said before. Just the ward didn't really do anything. Also, I don't think I'd lose the ward for attacking. That was a silly mistake on my part. 4 mana for Paladin Bazia. It comes in with a ward as part of its ability, which is nice. And then passing turn back here. So I'm hitting a pretty strong curve this game with this deck. Brenton tapping for a stream that brings him into 4 mana for the turn. 4 mana, he's going to... Looks like he's thinking. He's going to play Martyrs. And then probably just pass. Just I don't think there's really anything that he could do with the order. There's nowhere that he could attack without just losing it to the Paladins defending. At least if he leaves things untapped like that, he can. He has better blocking options on my turn here. So I'm starting my turn with 4 mana in my mana pool. And again, like the Gravedigger, I think should still have had that ward. It's not going to. It shouldn't have lost that ward just from attacking the site. So that would have been like a further benefit for me there. Just looking, I think at the options I have in my hand here. I mean, I have some ways to. Obviously I have some ways to deal with some of these things. I just like trying to get the ordering correctly. I'm just trying to prevent maybe getting the death right off of that. Off of that Martyrs of Tomorrow to proc and get a ward back onto the order. Spore Spouts, not making use of the Genesis, instead just paying 5 mana for a Vesper Swarm. And this was a tactical mistake on my part. I should have attacked the well, I don't know what I should have done. But at any rate, I attacked. I attacked the order. He chose to chump block it with the Martyrs Tomorrow, Deathrite procs, and it puts a ward onto the order. That's fine. Like I was trying to figure out how to work it so he wouldn't be able to get that Deathrite to go off, but I guess I didn't quite get it to work that way. So Brenton, playing at 2 minions onto the board here, taking losing 2 life from the Lesser Demon, but it's a 3-power airborne, which is nice. It gives him some options, I think, for maybe dealing with the Vesper Swarm, which is going to come in soon here. He might have wanted to maybe play that a little bit more, like back a little bit further, like maybe on his home side, just more defensively, to give him more time to get into position to deal with the Vesper Swarm. I'm going to use the Vesper Swarm, though, to just attack in twice here to the order to kill that thing. Trading with his is it Noxious Undead. And technically, I don't think that was going to be a trade. Like, I would have just like the Gravedigger should have still had a ward on it, and then it would have lost the ward. 5 mana for Renatus Trueblood. And Renatus Trueblood, like I have a lot of threats on this board at this point in time. I got the Paladins for 4, the Vesper Swarm for 4, Renatus for 4. A lot of them demand answers from Brenton, and he may not have them available in his deck, which is going to be a problem for him pretty soon. Wild Fanatic for 2 mana, attacking in undefended for 2 points of damage with charge. Playing out a horrible hybrids into the path just as a blocker. He's passing turn, and he's not looking forward. He's not looking forward to just these 4 power bodies swinging in, which is going to be a problem for him. I think the best he can hope for is a double block to take out 1, but then he's still got 2 to deal with, which is never ideal. Asking for a hand check on him just really quick. I want to see how many spells he had left. He only had 2. So he's running out of gas. Choosing to attack him with the paladins. He's gonna double block. Paladins will die, and then it doesn't like I kill one of them, and then I attack in with the Vesper Swarm on the other one. Swinging in with Renatus Trueblood to get 4 points of damage into him. Tapping to I think play a sight. Yeah, tapping to play a Dark Alley. 6 mana per turn. And there is my second Vesper Swarm in the deck. And I think in a previous video you saw me choose the Vesper Swarm and slot in a Vesper Swarm from one of the progressive sealed packs. So there are 2 in that deck now. And my final mana just to play a Hauntless Head in past turn. So still a ton of pressure coming in on Brenton at this point. He's 4 powers on the board that he has to deal with, plus a Hauntless Head that's going to materialize somewhere. And the only thing that he has at the moment is that 2 power Fanatic. Brenton playing out a Redmane Hyena, and it gets to banish 3 cards from any cemetery. It gets buffed if it banishes a demon. I don't have any demons in my cemetery, but I asked him if he does, and yes, because he had that lesser Blood Fiend. So he will get the +2 power bonus from banishing that. And then he gets to choose. I don't have any recursion in my deck, but he gets to choose to banish two cards from my cemetery. So the Redmane is going to sit at like 4 power now, which is not bad. He can trade for he can trade something. He could trade with one of my 4 powers attacking in with that piece, and then he still has the Fanatic just hanging out. Playing a Corruptor Freak, I don't know if that was the best play for him. Just it's going to do 2 damage to him at end of turn. Attacking in with the Fanatic. So he's passing turn, and that's where he's going to take that 2 points of damage. And I think he played it out just so he'd have another blocker, something to absorb some of the swings coming in here. But I don't. I'm wondering if maybe that wasn't the best play for him or not. I don't know. Like he's probably short on options. He didn't have a lot of cards in his hand to make something happen there. Headless Haunt getting a decent position roll here to be able to at least attack into that into his sight. Just untapping some things that I forgot to untap at the beginning of turn there. And I think what I end up doing is it's like a trading with the Hyena, get that piece off the board, killing Corruptor Freak. Corruptor Freak's a 3 power, and I gain 4 life from that swing, from that strike. It's striking the unit, and then I can attack in for 2 and 4, so 6 points in. bring him close to door. I'm a little wary of clumping all of my minions onto a single site, but there are slightly less threats, I think, in Gothic. This is like a Gothic only pool of cards to kind of punish that. And then I think I played, what is that? A Holy Warrior and a Gossamer Ghost. So the walls are closing in for Brenton here. He has to come up with a way to deal with a lot of those threats, and he's short on cards, so it's like he needs a ton of blockers, he needs a ton of removal, one or the other or both, and there aren't that many cards in the Gothic Seal pool, I think, that are going to be able to swing the game for him in that manner at this point. He's got the Mesmer Demon out. It can't really do much. It can block one attack, but it's not going to stop him from going to door. He's got the Fanatic. He's deciding what to do with it. He's just going to pop the ward on the Holy Warrior with it. Passing turn. And I think we miscalculate here. Like, I ask him if he's still at 8 points of damage, 8 points of life, and we think he's still at 8. It doesn't. It says ostensibly it doesn't super matter, just because I can attack in for 8 points of damage, which is what I do. Like, I gotta just bring him the door, and get my pieces in range here to be able to deal a killing blow on my next turn. If we were playing with a larger pool of cards, of sorcery cards, I mean, there are some things that would potentially get him out of this jam, right? Like if he had some sort of Poison Nova or Poison Nova effect, or an Earthquake to bury everything, that could buy him. That could potentially buy him a couple more turns. But all he has is a Muddy Pigs. He passes turn, and then I just attack in. I have enough minions, and the Gossamer Ghost has stealth, so he can't defend that. So that was a good game with Brenton. It's always fun playing Brenton. He's such a cool, easygoing guy, and just makes it fun to play the game. I've lost games to Brenton. I've won games to Brenton. We just had a lot of fun at this event, like I said. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this series of games. I like to rotate out and kind of showcase other local players playing games whenever I can, but I think for this series it made the most sense to just follow my games, like follow a single player's games through the progressive sealed, to see kind of like what cards were added to the deck along the way. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.